Hey guys, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be discussing my favorite Boss Lady fragrances. This has been requested by a few of you, and I guess the term Boss Lady doesn't really need to mean that you're a boss at work or a CEO or anything like that. I think a boss lady can also be someone who is comfortable with themselves and confident, and someone with maybe a very high self-esteem. Not necessarily, but that's what I imagine a boss lady to be. Someone who's just well-grounded, responsible, independent, confident, beautiful, someone who dresses well most of the time, and I guess someone who attracts attention, maybe because they have the certain aura about them. I think you guys know what I mean now by boss lady. At least that's what I would think a boss lady would be. So yeah, I have chosen 5 fragrances here that I think a boss lady would smell like. First of all, let's begin with Coco Chanel Eau de Parfum. I do want to sniff these while I talk to you guys about it. What happened here, I have no idea. So this happened recently where I just took it off and then the ring on the neck of the bottle just popped off with it. I can't get it out. Oh, I did get it out. Yay. So it's supposed to go like that. Has this ever happened to you guys? Please let me know. Hopefully it stays that way now. So let's see here. Coco Eau de Parfum by Chanel. Quick story about this one. With this fragrance, I used to have a coworker who wore this all the time. This woman wore this constantly and maybe did like 10 sprays as often as she possibly could on breaks and stuff. So for the longest time, I was like kind of put off by this perfume. But fast forward many years later, I'm completely over it. I get it. This is a beautiful perfume released in 1984. Some notes in this one are rose, peach, jasmine, there's mandarin orange, cloves, orange blossom, amber, sandalwood, tonka bean, civet, and vanilla. That's not a complete list, but that's just some of the notes. And to me, this smells like a sweet and spicy amber scent. And for me, the most prominent note is peach, a fruity peach that just sweetens up all of those heavy notes. And I absolutely adore this one. It's very classy. It is just a gorgeous fragrance that has this beautiful scent trail. I just love this. There's some animalic notes in here as well, so that's very interesting. So yeah, it took me a while for me to love this again, but luckily for me, I was able to put those associations aside, and now I love this, and it's definitely a boss lady type of perfume for sure. All right, so let's move on to the next fragrance. This is Black Orchid Eau de Toilette from the house of Tom Ford. This one was released in 2015, and some notes in the EDT version are truffle, ylang ylang, tuberose, black orchid. And like I said this before, there is some debate whether there's actually a scent to orchid flowers. I've heard people say yes, and I've heard people say no. I'm confused by it because the house orchids, the house plants that I used to own that were orchids, they did not have a scent. But I'm pretty sure, well, I would guess that there are probably some other species that do have a scent. There's also patchouli, incense, and vanilla in here, sandalwood. Oh my gosh, I have loved this perfume for so long. I also love the EDP version too, and the Parfum version is also really nice. I just don't really feel the need to own all of them because they're quite similar. But if I had to choose one of them, I would probably choose the EDT because it's very versatile, whereas the other ones are more heavy and can be cloying if you overspray. But this one just has a bit of a lighter feel to it. I mean, it still is quite a heavy, strong perfume, but it's lighter than the other two. And I also do find it to be a bit sweeter as well. So this one is earthy, woody. It has a beautiful sweetness in here that doesn't smell too young, almost like a mature sweetness. It's also very floral. The patchouli in here is fantastic, giving a very nice earthy, dense feel. And also I get this beautiful dark chocolate note in here, like a dark, bittersweet chocolate that is just so intoxicating and delicious. I love this perfume so much. I know that so many people hate this one, and I've heard a few people say it smells like mothballs. Luckily for me, I don't get that at all. So yeah, this is something that a boss lady would totally wear. And when I want to feel like a boss lady myself, I wear this. I just absolutely love it. Well, I love all of these fragrances, obviously. But yeah, let's move on to the next one here. In the third spot, we have a fragrance from the house of Comme des Garcons. This one, unfortunately, is discontinued, but I still wanted to mention it because, you know, it deserves a spot in this list. This is called Daphne, and Daphne was released in 2009. I am very sad that they discontinued this one. It's probably my favorite from the entire house. I do love the house of Comme des Garcons a lot. Some notes in this one are incense, tuberose, saffron, patchouli. There's some oud in here, amber, vanilla, and some other floral notes. This fragrance is one of my husband's absolute favorites. I'm kind of scared to wear often because it's discontinued and very hard to find. So yeah, I've had this one for a few years, more than a few years, and you can see that, you know, I still have quite a bit in here. But yeah, this is a smoky, spicy tuberose scent, and it's like a dirty tuberose scent, almost like a skanky tuberose, which is the part, that skankiness about it is the part that makes it more special than just your ordinary creamy tuberose scent. So yeah, I only wear this one on special occasions, but when I do wear it, I do feel like a boss lady for sure. And hopefully they bring this one back. It is so, so gorgeous. I don't even know what more to say. I'm kind of speechless about this one. But anyways, that was number 3, Daphne from the house of Comme des Garcons. A spicy, incensey, dirty tuberose scent with other florals, but tuberose is the main floral scent in here. Moving on to number 2. My second most boss lady-ish fragrance is from the house of Kilian, and this one is Incense Oud. Incense Oud was released in 2011. This one I wear mostly for special occasions. I do try to wear it also when it's not a special occasions, but then I feel like underdressed or I feel like a bum or something because this one is just so classy, and I don't know, it has this mysterious kind of vibe going on that is kind of hard to wear at home, if I'm going to be honest, in my pajamas. I guess I could keep trying with that. Some notes in this one are rose, incense, oud, patchouli, cardamom, sandalwood, labdanum, oak moss, and musk. This one is just a beautiful, smoky, spicy, woody, oudy incense rose combo. It is one of my most favorite incense fragrances of all time. The oud in here, yes, I smell it in here, but it's not the most predominant thing or dominant thing. The incense here is what is most noticeable, and if you can imagine like a smoky forest fire even, or maybe you have a rose garden and that has also caught on fire, and then you smell all of the smoke in the air. That's kind of what this reminds me of. I literally feel like I am a boss, like a CEO of some like big conglomerate company, because it is just so attention grabbing in my opinion. At least I feel like it is. And Incense Oud, one of my most favorite fragrances from the House of Kilian. Kind of underrated in my opinion, but I love it so much. My number one boss lady perfume in my collection is from the House of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This one is called Oud Cashmere Mood Extrait de Parfum, released in 2013. Okay, so the juice is a bit dark, so I might be careful with spraying it on white clothing. Wow, this is one of my most strong perfumes that I own in my collection. Yeah, this is a masterpiece perfume. A little bit speechless here still. So some notes in this one are oud, labdanum, oud, labdanum, benzoin, and vanilla. There's only those 4 listed. And I swear this smells like the smokiest Lapsang Souchong tea. When I wear this, I feel like I have spilled some smoky Lapsang Souchong tea on me, which is a beautiful black tea, which also reminds me of a campfire. It has like this smoky, musky, woody, oudy scent to it. Another beautiful thing about this is it also feels a bit balsamic as well, with a little tiny bit of sweetness from vanilla, but mostly it's just a smoky campfire with some oversteeped Lapsang Souchong black tea, and it's a very dark, mysterious, classy scent. I honestly don't smell very many people wearing oud where I live, and especially women wearing oud. I only smelled oud on one other woman in my entire life where I live. She was also a coworker of mine, and when I smelled her, I asked her what it was, and she told me, but I completely forgot. I don't know why. I kept on trying to remember what it was. But yeah, she said it was a Turkish perfume, and I'm so like disappointed that I can't remember what it's called. But it was the most beautiful oudy, woodsy, oudy, smoky scent. And it kind of reminded me of this. Maybe it was, but I don't think it was. But anyways, my number one boss lady perfume. This is a 10 out of 10 oud scent. And it is so strong. I even just spray it once and it will last me the entire day. So there's no way that I will ever get through this bottle ever. Anyways, so that was my list of my top 5 boss lady perfumes in my collection. If you guys have tried any of these fragrances, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your opinions on them. Also, if you want, you can let me know some of your favorite boss lady perfumes in the comments. And other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.